Welcome to Kick Out Poverty's in-depth analysis of poverty from UK austerity. In recent years, the United Kingdom has faced a troubling trend, a rise in poverty among its most vulnerable citizens. This surge in poverty can be directly linked to government policies, particularly austerity measures, which have had far-reaching consequences on various facets of society. Austerity measures implemented by the government have significantly slashed funding for crucial social welfare programs. As a result, many families find themselves struggling to access essential services, such as housing assistance, healthcare, and education. This lack of support has left individuals and families feeling abandoned by the very systems designed to protect them, pushing them further into financial precarity. The impact of these cuts is not merely economic, but deeply personal, affecting the well-being and livelihoods of countless individuals and families across the nation. One of the most alarming repercussions of increased poverty is its direct correlation with rising crime rates. When individuals are pushed to the margins of society due to financial hardship, they may resort to criminal activities as a means of survival. This not only perpetuates the cycle of poverty, but also poses significant challenges to community safety and well-being. It's a vicious cycle where poverty breeds crime, and crime further entrenches poverty, creating a downward spiral for affected communities. Addressing poverty is not just about economic justice, it's about fostering safer, healthier communities for everyone. In communities grappling with poverty, residents express their concerns about the profound impact it has on their daily lives. From limited access to nutritious food to the constant threat of eviction, the effects of poverty are felt deeply by those living on the margins of society. This isn't just about statistics, it's about real people struggling to make ends meet, facing impossible choices between necessities like rent and food. Their stories highlight the urgency of addressing poverty as a pressing social issue that demands immediate attention and action. Food insecurity is another pressing issue stemming from poverty. With many individuals and families unable to afford an adequate diet, food banks have become a lifeline for those struggling to put meals on the table. However, the reliance on food banks is merely a band-aid solution to a much larger systemic problem. While food banks provide immediate relief, they do little to address the underlying causes of food insecurity, such as low wages and inadequate social support. It's time to move beyond temporary fixes and implement sustainable solutions that address the root causes of poverty and food insecurity in our society. Meanwhile, the relentless rise in the cost of living further compounds the challenges faced by low-income households. From soaring housing costs to exorbitant utility bills, the financial burden placed on individuals and families living in poverty continues to mount. Despite working multiple jobs, many find themselves barely scraping by, caught in a cycle of debt and desperation. This stark reality underscores the need for systemic changes that prioritize economic justice and equity for all members of society, regardless of their socio-economic status. At Kick Out Poverty, we believe it's imperative to raise awareness about the root causes of poverty and advocate for meaningful change. By shedding light on the devastating impact of government austerity measures, one that focuses on empowerment, opportunity, and dignity for all. If you found this information insightful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel, Kick Out Poverty, for more in-depth analysis on issues related to poverty and inequality. And if you're passionate about supporting our efforts to combat poverty, please consider donating to Kick Out Poverty. Your contribution will enable us to continue our advocacy work and drive positive change in our communities. Thank you for joining us in the fight against poverty. Together, we can make a difference and kick out poverty for good.